NFL prize picks for Thursday, November 28th. Happy Thanksgiving. I'm Sniper from DFS Army. We're on back-to-back wins here. Yes, they're NBA. No NBA games today. Vucevic, by the way, got it done in the first quarter yesterday, so we turn our attention to NFL. There are actually four plays for us to look at. One more at the bottom of this page. We're going to break down all four. Pick a favorite. You want more picks and plays? Go ahead over to DFS Army. We're up $300 in the last 3 days. Go and check that out. Links down below. And if you're not on Prize Picks, use my code down below for a new account. Get $50 instantly. Smash the like button. I'm going to smash the intro and we'll go to work. All right, first play we got to look at Cooper Rush, 213.5 passing yards. Heading over to the Proptimizer, which if you want access to this tool, I got a link for that down below as well. Compares prize pick lines, sportsbook odds, and our projection model to help you find those plus EV plays. Cooper Rush, 213.5 passing yards is the number we are looking at. Projected at 230.91. Last five tools a little bit deceiving here, but he's been over in each of the last two games, including 350 against Houston, 247 against Washington, taking on the Giants. This is a game of just bad versus bad. PrizePicks does have one of the more elevated lines, but ESPN Bet actually has it at 224.5. They have this way over where the other sportsbook have it, which is more in line with where PrizePicks has it. We're still projecting at 230 passing yards. Has been over in back-to-back games. Someone's got to put up offense in this game. I mean, I would think. Heading over, and we'll look at the defenses in the league right now in terms of passing yards per game. The Giants actually don't allow a ton of passing yards. Only 194 passing yards per game. Got lit up last time out, but the seventh best passing defense in the league be a little bit. I mean, I was surprised to see that. So it pumps the brakes a little bit on all of the overs, and it's not for sure that the Cowboys are going to be behind in this game. The Cowboys are just as bad. I would lean towards the over, despite us projecting under. Over. Sorry, I would lean under because if the Cowboys get up, they're going to lean on Rico Dowdle. I don't think they're going to need to throw the ball as much as they had to against Washington and Houston. And aside from the fact, I just don't think Cooper Rush is any good. The fact that we are projecting him over probably hesitates from me making this the play we lock in to try and continue our prize pick streak play. But we'll look at the other plays, figure out what we're going to do here. I would go Cooper Rush less than 213.5 yards. Let's take a look at Jameson Williams, 51.5 receiving yards is a number we're going to look at. By the time this comes out, probably only an hour until game time, but we'll go ahead and we'll run through it at a little bit of a late start this morning, but I hope you're all having a good Thanksgiving. Not Jameis Winston. That's not what we want to look at all. And it looks like this play is, there's a late updates in this game injury news. So this did get pulled down from the board. So from our tool, I should say. So let's look up the Jameson Williams play the old fashioned way here. I'll pull up his ESPN profile and we'll drag it over. Last few games here. Last three games since coming back from the injury, 53, 124, 64 yards, getting between 5 and 7 targets in those games. The matchup here is against the Bears. Bears, in terms of passing defense, were already on the passing yards allowed. Chicago, middle of the road matchup this season, 209. But the last three games, they've been getting thrown on. The last three games, allowing over 250 receiving yards per game and gave up 328 last time out. Jameson Williams getting plenty of looks in this offense, performing pretty well. I would actually lean towards the over here. The problem is Amon-Ra St. Brown could take over any game, but you would think the Bears are going to target in on him. I would lean towards the more here. And we'll see how we go in terms of the rankings, but I do like the over against the Bears. Let's back up. Let's talk CeeDee Lamb, who's facing the tougher than I expected Giants defense. We already talked about the defense earlier, so we won't go too far into that. But let's go look at the 70.5 receiving yard prop for Mr. CeeDee Lamb. It looks like the odds slightly leaning towards the under. Most of the sports books have this line between 67 and 69 yards. He's been under 3 of the last 5 games. 5-5 over the last 10. We are projecting him at 73 yards. He's got Cooper Rush throwing to him. Didn't go over, despite Cooper Rush throwing for 250 yards. He got 67 last time out. Again, I think the Cowboys are going to have more success running the ball today than you would think, and they may not have to air it out as much. He gets plenty of targets. I would feel better with a CeeDee Lamb target or reception play. I would lean towards the less than here as well, but not very confidently. I do like the overs in terms of targets. I just think the Cowboys are going to be running too much for me to really want to extend out on the yards. We got some college games, some soccer stuff, but at the end here, they stuck Jared Goff, 248.5 passing yards. Let's see if we can go to the tool here, see if Jared Goff, I'm assuming, just like Jameson Williams prop is the only one we had pulled down to kind of reevaluate. We do have the Jared Goff numbers up, and they have got to be pretty ridiculous here. Back-to-back games, 412 against Jacksonville, 269 against Indy in terms of odds value. Some books have it at 240, BetMGM at 250, pretty widespread. The average, though, is right around the Prizepicks number at 248.5. We're projecting them, though, at 264. We talked about the middle-of-the-road matchup for Chicago. I think this one is going to be for the early birds. I like Jared Goff overall. This way I don't have to worry about if the ball's going to Jameson Williams or Amon-Ra St. Brown or anybody else in that offense. If they're, doing the checkdowns to Gibbs and Montgomery. I like Goff on the over here. Game getting started in just a little bit. But let's go rank all of the plays. So if you're watching this early enough, and hopefully you subscribe so you get these videos early, my top play would be Jared Goff, 248.5 passing yards on the more. I'm going to go lock that into 1 second. If you don't get to that, if you're already, too late for that, and you need one of the Cowboy plays, I would go Cooper Rush, less than 213.5 passing yards. This would be my play for the late game. Early game, if you're here early enough, we're going to go Jared Goff, more than 248.5 passing yards. Do me a favor, guys. Hit the like button. Drop a comment with what your favorite play is. We're going to have tons of prop bets in the Discord. You saw the tracker earlier, up $300 in the last 3 days. Link down below for that Sniper 20 for 20% off. Under $30 a month has paid off tenfold in the last 3 days. So I want to see you in the Discord. But for now, here's that daily reminder that whether or not you are a DFS Army member, you probably should be. But either way, good luck in those contests. Let's cash this ticket, and I'll see you next time.